Hello, everybody, from TikTok to Twitter to the Meta book. We are live. We are going to be causing trouble. We got Backer Pause, the full edition for May, and making his triumphant return to the judging stand. We have Demon Phil. Tell him who you are, Demon.
Hello, everybody. Demon Phil. I am co-owner of Dark Enterprises along with Trisha Nell. We have 3 shows that we have that are out there that I host, which are unscripted on Saturday nights. We have Monday nights are Positive Influence, which is a new show. Keep watching out for that one. That starts this coming Monday. And then we have Hell of a Show on Thursdays. And aside from that, absolutely love the indies and here to raise the voice of the indies any way we can, doing the best we can to work together.
All right, and tonight we're going to be switching it up. So we promised to do new, interesting shows. So once a month, we're sitting down, and Demon Phil's going to be our judge tonight. So every time we do a full edition, we're going to do it the last Wednesday of the month, looking into May. We have a new logo even. Check that out. We were just talking about this. It looks like the logo from Warner Brothers if you grew up in the 80s and early 90s. So I kind of dug it when it came out that way. But we're going to get onto it. So what is Backer Pause? Really simply, we look at everything and see where the reason for a person to feel like they need to pause for any reason. And that pause can lead them to not backing a project. So Demon Phil brought with him a pad. And we're going to look at these campaigns as I blow them up on the screen so he can see them much bigger so he doesn't have to squint. There we go. And we're just going to look at what you would see on the Twitter. So basically, we do a lot of our stuff via Twitter to make it easier to share it on different platforms. So what we're going to give you is just what you would see from the actual Kickstarter itself. So we're going to look at the title, which is right here. We're going to look at the I call the elevator pitch, but it's the little sentence you get in Kickstarter, and the image. Are you ready to play?
Oh, yeah.
So Demon Phil's going to pick the top 3, and those 3 we will watch the video for. I'm the guest, actually, technically, today, because I have a campaign running. So I will automatically get my video played, and then Demon can rip it apart. But for now, we're going to get into it. So here we go. First one, Spectrum. Take a look at the picture, and I'm going to give you its pitch. Here's its pitch. New stories from the worlds of Jerry Anderson. Now, you can just write it down or not write down what you want. I suggest just using, like, the first letter of the name, so it's easier to just jot things down. So here we go, our second one for tonight. And we're just using their stuff, not the stuff I put up top on Twitter to be nice. This is Gotham. The Batman parody comic series continues. It's the last 7 days. It has stretch goals that are smashed and free shipping worldwide. And here we go. The Bar, issue 1 and 2. A cinematic horror series of standalone stories with elements of the supernatural, mature, 18+. Sister Mercy. I always want to say Sister of Mercy because of the band. Sister Mercy, number 6, Kingdom Come. A schizophrenic nun is led by the voice of God through a post-apocalyptic wasteland. That's a tongue twister. Here we go. Demon Bitch is back, and she says you all suck. COVID-19 made us all stupid. Now we get to laugh at ourselves. This means you. And they got a project we love. That's so cool. All right. And here we go. Forbidden, an authentic horror comic. An uncompromising horror comic so dangerous it forced the other crowdfunding site to change their rules to match Kickstarter. It's a lot of big talk. Madeline Holly Rosin gives us Boston Metaphysical Society Volume 2. Steampunk supernatural goodness. All 4 sequels combined into one trade paperback plus a 10-page bonus story. Here it is, vanilla warning and all. The Desire Index, a guide to helping BDSM playmates connect. It's a beginner's guide to the BDSM world that is educational and prompts playmates to communicate and explore their mutual desires and set boundaries. That's mine, so no matter what, we're going to be watching that. So you don't even have to write it down or not write it down because we're watching it. And just a little bit of a headline, because I get to run this show. Cat Den Supermom makes its way to your comic book shops this July. There's no video for this, but this is right now actually in previews and in the Lunar magazine. It's going to be out throughout the United States if you help me by actually going to your local comic book shop and ordering it today. That's called shameless promotion, kids. And then we have Absolver 1 through 3. Sovereign on High. It's a supernatural horror comic book series about a wrath of vengeance and a war against heaven and hell. We have new to the program, Smokes the Fox and Weaponized Werewolf. A dope-smoking mutant fox takes on the government. It sounds like it's 2 issues, if I'm not mistaken. But we may or may not see in this episode, because we have the 1-hour timer up. This is from my boy KJ, The Resistance, a hyper-action definitive guidebook, Volume 1. A who's who in an official handbook featuring 40 plus all-new character illustrations by Big Blue Comics top artists. We have Motor City M.O. This is episode 4. It's the continued story of the former boxer turned mob enforcer that cannot die. We have Tales of Tesla, I should say. Sci-fi adventure comic, a 24-page full comic sci-fi adventure comic book. First book in an ongoing series. And this is our last one for the evening. This is Damsels from Distress, issues 1 through 5. The Volume 1 finale of the smash hit Elves and Espionage series, D&D Meets the Man from U.N.C.L.E. So that is all we have on today. We're going to let Demon Phil pick his top 3 and put them in the order he wants while we talk about what's coming up soon to Kickstarter. We have or any other crowdfunding site, because some of these will be on different ones. Cold-Blooded Volume 2, Mega Monster Battling Monsters. We have, there's an alien in my toilet, all ages comic. The Duty Nation is going to speak again. And then the spinoff from Geek Girl. This is from Sam Johnson. It's the Voodoo Junkie Hit Woman, #1, finally makes her way to Kickstarter. All right, Demon Phil, you're in the driver's seat. What were the campaigns that drew your attention?
The 3 that got my attention that I would like to know more about are Gotham,
Okay.
The Bar,
Okay.
and Forbidden.
All right. So, see if I can remember all this. I wanted to make sure it wasn't down here. So, we're going to go, we'll open up Barber's. That's mine for tonight. And we're actually going to go to the Kickstarter pages. We're going to get you The Forbidden.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your top one? Because I want to start with the top one.
The top one that I want to start with will be The Bar.
Speaking of. All right. And then Gotham. All right. So before we do that, are you ready to judge me? Because I always like to have my stuff go first, just so we can get it out of the way and you can be mean to me before everyone else.
Go right ahead. I'm ready.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just talk about, since we went over the titles and the images, are there anything that you would like to add about what you're seeing currently with what's on the screen? Like, is there anything here that you don't like, disagree with? Like, did the title not work for you? Anything that you see? Because we're going to be asking this of all the campaigns. So I should be up on the chopping block as well.
No, just from the first page alone, I mean, it gets your attention. So I'm ready to delve into it.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and play the video. And I think this one will get some chuckles. So here we go. For the first time ever, actually, because it's a short campaign. This is, I don't think I've ever played this video yet. So here you go, kids. Enjoy. And remember, you can't pause.
Vanilla warning. The flavors mentioned inside are different flavors of life. There will be mixing of flavors and toppings. Some of what is mentioned will require an open mind and deals with real desires and kinks. Vanilla discretion is advised. The Desire Index is the next chapter of the Barbara Unleashed franchise and is the first official release from Comics Unleashed, an imprint of Continuum Comics, where comic creations come to life to misbehave and push boundaries. With the season of fertility upon us, there's no better time than now for the Desire Index to educate yourself and learn more about your play partners with topics like what are munches, what are safe words, what are safe actions, what are action words, learn how to manage your expectations, learn about red flags to avoid, and even play a new game called Red Light, Green Light BDSM Edition. As stated, this is part of the Barbara Unleashed universe and the newest release from the franchise. And this campaign will have the Kinky Reader Mystery Bag, where no two reward is the same, just like you kinksters. And always remember, not everyone is born to be normal. Some are born to be different. So never apologize for being kinky. For more information about this project, go to thedesireindex.com. Thank you for watching this video, and remember, my friends, to stay kinky.
So what'd you think?
I love the video. To start off with the vanilla statement on there. First of all, I thought I was watching a Baskin and Robbins commercial at first, and then it went for a different turn. So it made it interesting and made it fun. It is with an open mind that you have to go into this, and there's a lot of information that was given into there, which is great. So there is no gray area. So if you watch this as a potential backer, there aren't any, there's no question in there about what you're getting. You know what you're getting into. There's no hidden elements, shall we say.
Yeah.
So I like that the information's there, and the energy that was in the video of getting to that point, even though it was your voiceover talking the entire time, it was the video that was up there. Everything kept the energy going. So it made it where you wanted to stick around and watch the video and see what's going on. It makes it where I want to go ahead and look at the campaign stuff and see what's available and see which one I'm going to pick.
So, like, this is cool. I think you'll like this. I think you'll appreciate this. So up here, I tell people, if you're vanilla, run away. There will be talk about chains, whips, and ropes below, even what consent is. So now, if you're vanilla and you stuck through it, I wanted to do something special for the vanilla people. I really wanted to invite them into us. So for the first time ever, for just $1, I created a comic book, an 8-page small comic book story, just for my vanilla backers. And if we get to $750, everyone who backs the campaign gets to it. We're only like $200 away, so I'm pretty sure everyone will get this. But this was made entirely by me. That's my art, believe it or not.
Huh.
And as a matter of fact, at the end of the show, I'm going to let Demon Phil read it. I'm going to pass it on to him, see what he thinks of it. He can see my art. It's the first time I'm putting out any art in over 5 years. So this is the first time people are going to see my art. I actually get the artistic credit. I might even print this one day, but for right now, this was designed just for vanilla people to support me, because I have some backers who have followed me for a very long time and might not feel comfortable and might not understand this. And so this is my bridge. This is my moment to make a bridge to those who aren't kinky like me, but I want to invite them into a conversation, and I hope they take advantage of it. And just for $1, they will get a special 8-page comic PDF. I mean, who does that? Who makes just a PDF for someone just to make them feel invited? Because I did want people who felt like, well, I'm not really, well, this will explain some things to you and hopefully entertain you. And if I can make you change at least the way you look at the world in 8 pages, then I did something right. And then you might want to look at the Desire Index, because you don't have to be necessarily full on, leather and safe word should always be used, but leather and, weekend visits to the dungeon like some of us. But it could help some of the things in your marriage, and it helps you actually learn to discuss with playmates. So that's my pitch. We're going to get onto the bar now, because that's on the campaign trail today. So why don't we take a look at what the bar had in store for us this week? What do you think, Demon?
Well, I mean, just from the first statement where it said it, had some paranormal elements, got my attention because I like the paranormal stuff. The beginning picture that you have up there, it does draw you in. It's like, what exactly am I getting into here? What exactly is this going to be? So that's why I wanted to go ahead and bring this one up to take a look at, just to see what they have to offer on this. I mean, the hook is there. Let's see if they can reel us in.
All right. So now you're fully empowered as the judge. You can raise your hand. You can end it at any time, as my poor boy is coughing in the background. So we're going to play the video. Your hand, get it ready. Get it ready. Just keep it down until it's ready and let it pop up. So here we go. This is the bar being judged.
I hit the world of them the best.
Oops, sorry, wrong one. I hit the wrong button. You'll see that in a minute. That's the Gotham one.
I was about to throw the hand up. I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm looking and I'm like, oh, hit the wrong video. It's live. What do you expect? Here we go. This time I'm serious.
Load up on go.
Oh, that's the end of that one, because it has copyrighted music. So
Yep.
we can't go any further with that. Yep. Sorry, you suck. You use something that you're not allowed to use, and you get another copyright claim on the video now. So thanks for that. So we will show them some love. We're going to pretend that they don't understand copyright and just smile it away. But here we're going to go look at some of this art.
The interior looks interesting. It's got some good colors. They use the full panels on there. Uh, it looks like it's more of a police drama with, I guess, with supernatural elements to it. I'm not really seeing supernatural anything in the interiors, so I'm wondering how that plays in.
Um, looking. It's good art. I'll give them that. I
It
definitely
is.
like the art. But like you said, without a lot of panels, sometimes you kind of wonder what's going on with the story. I wish they hadn't used anything that was copyrighted because we could have gotten to know more. But
Right.
this is the end of us being able to cover them today because they decided to use copyrighted music. So here we go. We're going to go into Gotham, the parody comic that's going on. Now, that was that weird video. So bear with us as this is weird. So let's get past the first 10 seconds. It might be in a different language too. We might not be because they are international creators. So
Okay.
I will bring us out if this is just something we can't understand, if there's not like translation or something. I haven't watched this one, so it's new to me too. That's how the other one got through with the two videos I didn't check today. Was this one and the other one. So no whammy.
I hit the world of Gotham the best Batman barely since the Batman and Brian movie. Thank you.
I don't know what we just watched.
I caught some of the words in there, I think. I'm thinking, like you said, I'm hoping it's just an international and it's in a different language, but if they try to do it in a robotic, voice changer mode, whatever thing, that just ruined it completely because I can't understand it enough to find out what's going on.
Yeah, but look at this
How
video.
silly I must sound. But seriously, my name is Milan Kovac. Hi, I'm Jacob.
This is so much better.
This is our superhero parody comic called Gotham, and it's suitable for all ages. Now let us show you some sample pages from the first 2 issues we are offering in this campaign. As you can see, they are tons of fun. We just had a successful Kickstarter campaign called All Star.
All right. That should have been the video. Do you want to continue to watch it?
Yeah, continue to watch that. That one's actually got my attention. The other one lost me completely.
Yeah, I'll even reach out and talk to him about putting this one in there. So let's finish this up.
And both of these books are published by Cyan.Ninja. We have a very special page to show you from the book. Okay, so how do I change back to being real?
It was cute.
It was. Now my question is, why did we see a game for a special page that was on there? I'm trying to equate how that plays into it.
Maybe it was loading the page and it just never loaded. I had a problem with that myself before tonight's show.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, other than that, that video should be up top because it explains more of it and shows some of the art. And I love how they have the channel shift in there with the Gotham logo, just like a certain DC character had on his shows. So yeah, I like the way they have it set up.
And it definitely looks interesting. I'm not a huge parody person all the time, but I like that this is for kids because we have to get the younger generation to be reading comics. It's one of the hugest mistakes across the industry that's happening right now. We're not inviting children to come in and be part of this. So I appreciate them. They're a great group of creators. They're always putting out something that has a positive or fun beat. So I give them some credit and some love. But we're going to move on to our next campaign. And this one doesn't have a video. And I'm so curious why they think that their one comic changed the other platform, which I don't know which other platform they mean, as there's now 4 crowdfunding platforms that are making waves, and I think there's 6 or 7 of them out there trying. Like 3 of them are trying to make some noise now. So it's very hard to know. So let's see if there's a statement here about it. It's the first time I'm going through it. That does look very weird.
It does. I like that they stayed in the black and white, even with the introduction to the people who are in it and everything too. Just keeping the style with it. It keeps you in line with what the comic is.
Yeah.
It looks pretty interesting.
If you're a horror, see, I'm not much of a horror person, so for me, this is like, But if you're a horror person, I definitely know enough about horror to know this is probably right up your alley, to be honest with you. I wish they'd tried to explain why they thought they changed crowdfunding.
Right. They need to go more into that, and they need to go more into the passion behind their work, not just showing just the work itself, because that is okay, but they really need to go into a passion. Like, that's why I enjoy whenever people do the video in the middle that has just them talking about their project, because it shows the passion behind it.
All right, so they're saying, see, they talk about being on Indiegogo, most successful projects he's drawn, but nothing about why they think Indiegogo. I guess Indiegogo's the site, so we can talk about that. But they don't talk about why they got. I would love to hear their explanations. That's a bold statement. Like, I can tell you that Barbara Unleashed has changed the way that they word their Facebook. Like, I literally am one of the reasons that they changed the rules on Facebook. That's official. I have had nothing, and Demon has seen me have the fights with censorship on Facebook, and they have literally changed the rules to spite me and updated their. And I kind of wear that as a badge of pride, as it were, because
Right.
the way that they word things and the way that, like, right now I'm blocked again. I tried to heaven forbid talk about the Desire campaign, which is why I have those misdirect covers, which I'll be trying tomorrow when my latest suspension goes away, because now I can covertly talk about it. But like something like this, I'm sorry, I don't see anything that shocking. I've seen much worse with just naked covers.
Right. And I agree. If you're going to put a statement like that, you got to have something to back it up throughout there that just gets me to where my jaw drops and goes, I've got to hit that button to follow or back or whatever.
Yeah, because I want to see because I can show you the comments I've gotten from all the meta people. And some have been funny. I even got in trouble for posting one. Apparently, you can't post internal dialogue or something from them with them. And I was like, where's that a rule? I wonder if they changed that one now, too.
You've got 2 of them you've changed now.
I'm telling you, because I don't stop. I keep going when someone says I did something, because BS, man. Because, I figure they got to live up to their own rules. Because, be honest, Demon, you see it, boobs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have boobs everywhere on my book. My book's educational. Why is it just the mention of the letters B, D, S, M drives people so insane?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, it's because we always fear what we what we have misinterpretation of, or misinformation, should I say. That's what we fear most. And a lot of people don't want to, tackle their fears. They'd rather just go ahead and make up some excuses about it in the process, instead of actually finding out somebody who has some educational material, not just, for lack of a better term, smut being thrown out there. It's actually more educational in that way, is what it looks like.
Yeah, look at this misdirect cover that we have, deliberately to throw them off the scent. Like, you're not going to know. You won't. No one will know. It's that TikTok thing. They'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually gave me the idea to do that. I was like, I should do a I've never heard of anyone having a misdirect cover. 6 months from now, you'll hear misdirect covers, Demon, and you'll be like, I was there when it got invented. I was there. All right, so yeah, I'm bragging about this. This is also the first. This actual book is the official start to Comics Unleashed, which is its own imprint named after Barbara Unleashed, as that'll be the flagship thing. But we're going to be opening the doors next year to other creators who feel like they're getting beat up and they don't have someone to team up with because their content pushes the boundaries. So this is the first shot we're going to spend this year getting Barbara under the brand. So later this year, I will start conversations and we'll be releasing content that is fearless. It's unleashed. It's creators who are unleashed, and we're going to come together, and we're going to bring back the feeling of underground comics with a lot more sensibility. It won't be an anything goes market, but it'll definitely let the right creators get a voice. So back to the backer pause list. Okay, so we've got, I think, a half an hour, so we've got a good amount of time to check some things out. So let's go up to the list, and you tell me whether you want to see more about it. I'm going to give you that much power today as a judge, because I think that'll be interesting. Would this, just based on what you're seeing right now, would this be something you're even interested in viewing further?
It doesn't get my attention for some reason. I don't know if it's because it's missing a better title just to draw you in, or something's missing that's not hooking me, and I don't understand exactly what it is.
And there you go. Our first pause of the evening. That's it. It goes no further. All right, so let's see our next campaign. Will it survive the pause? So here we go. Sister Mercy, Kingdom Come. Does this get you enough?
Yeah, I definitely want to see that. Corey's had some great stuff in the past. I've actually followed him on the other one, so I definitely want to see this one.
So here we go. No video on this one, so we don't have anything. But the art, like right there, that's just a stunningly awesome picture right there. The one thing I don't really like about this is that they're using, women tied up in a very negative way. And that really bugs me, obviously, because of, the shit that we already get. So, and it's crazy to me. They're allowed to post that picture. I've seen this on social media. No one blinks an eye. I put up an ice cream cone and I got in trouble because it had the tag with those four letters. That ice cream cone intimidated Meta or someone on Meta to be like a little, BITCH and reporting me. So, but here we go. Some good covers. CB Zane. CB Zane's actually the artist on my cover for the actual Desire Index. Here, I'll show you guys. So that's actually CB Zane's work right there.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. There you go. See, like I would be suspended from like Facebook for a year for that cover alone. If I was talking about it being part of those four letters. But this is some amazing art. And what's I got to give him credit because the art fits the story.
Exactly.
So there's nothing about this that you can say doesn't necessarily go in with what's going on with the story, because this is definitely going to be something that connects with it. I don't see a lot of panel pages, but I mean, you're at issue 6. Do you really think at issue 6 you need to be doing panel pages?
Not necessarily. In fact, he's probably getting up to the point where he's ready for trade paperbacks to start coming out too.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And he's got 509 backers, 20 grand easy he's going to make. So he's got 7 more days. I'd be surprised he don't hit 30. So those last couple of days are you get, for those who don't know, there's this thing that happens where people start following the project and they get a reminder on the last 24 hours. So Barbara just amazingly is already up to 90 people. And the biggest problem with like the Desire Index is that people are afraid to back it because they're afraid it'll be used against them, because there is a public notification when you back something like that. So I have already had people approach me and go, hey, when can I get that when it's not on crowdfunding? But something like this, you could back and no one would blink an eye. And I always laugh about that because this looks brutal and sadistic. And it's not a knock on the campaign, because it's a good campaign and it's a good creator. But no one blinks an eye when you buy something savagely brutal. But heaven forbid you do something educational. Okay, I promise that's it. I'm done on my stump speeches today. I'm done complaining. Obviously, I'm a little angrier about the meta thing than I realized. So,
and his whole storyline with this is very brutal. I mean, like I said, I've kept up with it, and it's what he's showing there is very low grade. He's not pushing anything too hard on there, but I mean, it's a good gripping storyline on there. But like you said, because it doesn't have those 4 letters attached to it, it's able to run free a little bit more.
Yeah, if you use it in a bad way, it's perfectly fine.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna go over to Demon Bitch. So Demon Bitch, you all suck. What do you think? Let's take a look at this. Tell me if you want to go any further with Demon.
We definitely need to take a look at this. I've had Christy on my show a few times, and yeah, she has a way of drawing you in. We'll put it that way.
All right, we'll take a quick look at the campaign, and then did you want to play the video as well?
Can we play the video? I can't remember.
We're gonna try. I don't
Okay.
think she generally does not use copyrighted songs or anything like that I've noticed.
Okay.
So we're gonna try. I mean, we have the button to pause if we need to. So we're just gonna take a quick look at some of the stuff they got going on with it. And you ready for the video?
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Hello all, it's me again, Christy Shin, owner of Horror Tourist Studios located in smoggy old Los Angeles, California. I'm the creator of Demon Bitch, a godforsaken demon from the 13th pit of hell, where people throw their dog shit in gum wrappers. She aspires to be hell's general, but is an incredible idiot as Armageddon hasn't happened yet. Or hasn't? Well, that's a debate for another time. Demon Bitch is so easily distracted by hard drugs, promiscuous sex, and other dumb attention-seeking shit that she hasn't made anything of herself yet. You might recall my other successful Kickstarter campaigns, Demon Bitch, I Told You So, and Demon Bitch Off the Wagon Panhandling Tour. And if you helped contribute to making those campaigns, thank you, because there's more. In this installment, I am introducing a new graphic novel of hers called Triggered. What can I say? That pretty much describes the state of the world in the past 2 years. Anyway, it's a compilation of when Demon Bitch was stuck inside my very house and I had to do everything in my power to keep from going nuts. Also, we've got a computer game in the mix entitled Demon Bitch Disgusting Dumpster Fire. It's a game centered around Demon Bitch getting, well, attention. She always needs more. It's your job to get her some and fulfill that black hole she has inside of herself unless she learns to love herself. Fuck that. You'll have to maintain it by getting her likes on social media by acting pathetic through dishonest means and stupid antics, of which I'm sure is pretty amusing to everyone. Anyway, the first level of this game will be available to beta test by July 2022. We're working feverishly on it on our own self-induced slave labor camps, and we're probably going to break down and cry soon. And of course, we are introducing more swag and buyable shit to make the deal sweeter. First of all, we have art from the pair at Hyde Hermit Studios. They provided the best ever fucking artwork for this stuff to buy. We have the Tamabitchi pins and original art by Ninja Kai via aka Connie Huang. Just looking at her stupid fucking face will make you want one. We have Demon Tiki shit in both a patch and sticker by Dallas Hoisington. He really loves this shit. Please get it because it will make him so happy. And I like making people happy. Last but not least, we also have artwork in the form of a charm pin from Mary Zorlita Bellamy. Remember Animu Demon? That will now be a charm to grace your purse, your backpack, and your legal sack of goods. I'm not getting into that because I ain't no snitch. Also, we will showcase a signed 3-print pack, of which you can buy each one separately, of Demon Bitch being, well, Demon Bitch. We also have stretch goals. Past a certain point, we will make Triggered into a hardcover option, as well as pasties, and maybe some magnets or whatever I could pull out of my ass at the last minute if this thing explodes. Either way, it will be fun. Imagine having Demon Bitch magnet on your fridge. Well, maybe not. Either way, I've been good at getting the shit to you folk. Back me again for another hell-laden and dysfunctional ride to the literary side, and may your temperature rise with the tide.
I don't know. I'd put that in my fridge, but then again, I have a shirt that literally spells out that I'm a bad example.
I'm over here laughing the whole time because Christy has a way with words. I'm just going to leave it at that and let everyone else just kind of run with that how they want to. But this thing has my attention up one way and down the other, just because Christy's one of those that she doesn't care what anybody thinks, goes out there or whatever. And she uses current events and things that are going on and shows the ugly side of it, but in a way that makes you laugh, because it's either laugh or cry in life, and we choose laugh, most of us at least. And this looks like one of those that definitely does that.
Just like Chris Rock, I cry off stage. So we're going to move on. We saw that already today. Oh, Battle in Holly Rousing, the Boston Metaphysical Society. What do you think? Do you want to give this a look?
Oh, if we had time, I definitely would love to look at it. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, she's. We actually, I don't know if you know this, but she's now part of the Hall of Creators for the amazing work she's done throughout her lifetime. Someone who's inspired me. She had that Kickstarter book out before anyone else was really talking about Kickstarters. She's helping other people from what she had learned. So respect this creator a whole lot. When we inducted her, I was amazed by all the accomplishments she already had. The amount of money she's raised, and she does it in a way where she doesn't, always a positive person, always helping other people out. Her Twitter's full of people, and then the art in this is fantastic. The stories are great. She now has a novel adaptation, a voiceover, an audio book, which it's on my list of things to get. So, What do you think? You want to give a try at the video?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's give it a look.
Hi, my name is Madeline Holly Rosing, and I'm the writer-creator of the steampunk supernatural series, Boston Metaphysical Society. Welcome to our Kickstarter to print the trade paperback of Volume 2. If you're not familiar with the series, it's about an ex-Pinkerton detective, a spirit photographer, and a genius scientist who battles supernatural forces in late 1800s Boston. Now, Volume 2 will compile the previously published sequels, The Scourge of the Mechanical Men, The Spirit of Rebellion, Ghosts and Demons, and The Book of Demons into one trade paperback. But what makes this trade special is that it will include an exclusive brand new 10-page story with art by Roberta Ingranata, who is currently drawing Doctor Who, and a cover by the amazing Marguerite Savage. And at 176 pages, it's going to be a huge trade paperback. If you're missing Volume 1, don't worry, as it'll be available in both print and digital versions. We also have a brand new steam engine lapel pin and special limited reward tiers that include our audio drama, The Ghost Ship. The best part is that it's done and ready to go to the printers. So please check out our reward tiers and pledge today. Thank you in advance for your support.
That's it right there. That's how you make a video. Good energy, good swiping, not too overwhelming.
Exactly. I agree with everything you're saying on there, and
Oh,
you can definitely see the passion that she has behind her project, and she's so excited about it, because that's what you have to, for you have to have that out there, or else potential backers look at it going, if you're not going to push it, why should I back it?
oh yeah, that's so true. A lot of people don't get that, and I say it all the time. Look, if you're in the middle of a campaign and you're not dragging attention, go look at your campaign, figure out how to make a video. And I've helped other creators who are like, I don't know how to make a video. I'm like, cool, I'll make it. We've made one on this show. Backer Paul's actually created an actual video for a couple campaigns now, because that video is like an extra step. It's when they're on the fence, like, I don't know if anyone's on the fence for this. I'm definitely going to back this project. You see, it says back this project, so I don't think I'm signed in right now, or I'm signed in under Continuum, or I guess I haven't done it yet. So I have to put it on my to-do list to make sure I get my copy, because I've been following her whole career. I don't know. I think I've been watching her basically since she first came to at least the first issue, and it's been amazing to watch her rise up. I own her book about Kickstarters, and if you actually read the book now, you're like, wow, I forgot Kickstarters were that basic, because we're at the point where we have add-ons and videos. I think there was a time where Kickstarter, if I'm not mistaken, didn't even have videos yet. You had to
No.
put them in the feed. They weren't even on top yet. So
Yep.
it just goes to show you like the staying power of great creators. And Phil, you know this. You came on the scene, I'd say about 4 or 5 years ago, real big. In that time, how many people have you seen that were big shots, that self-proclaimed big shots, that are now nowhere? Just disappeared. Walked out the back door, didn't tell anyone they were leaving, didn't turn off the lights, just disappeared quietly.
Quite a few. I mean, the problem too with that's, you bring that up, is a lot of people think that they have to go to the cons and get the physical appearance out there, which is good, great, and wonderful. But if you don't have that social media presence, if you don't have that digital presence along with it, then you're forgotten to some degree on there. There are some people that can carry that going to the cons because they're just expected to go there. But if we ever hit another situation where there's, cons are canceled for whatever reason, not even for a big thing like, the whole year thing was, but if it was something small that canceled the entire con, that would hurt them financially. Whereas they would have enough backing and following, they could throw it up on a crowdfunding, something like that, on Kickstarter or whatever, and they'd be able to go ahead and at least get some people to follow them and know where they are and what they're doing. So it's all about that presence and making sure that you're always out there. Like you said, there were several people that were big at the time. They did what they needed to, and as soon as everything opened back up, they changed their ways back to the old ways, and they're spinning their wheels again. And it kind of hurts watching it, but you can't force you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Just drowned them. It's a great point. One of the things I like best about the comic book industry is that it adapts, and some creators get that and adapt with it. Some people don't. I'll tell you the honest truth: if you're a new creator, don't worry about going to shows. It is the worst advice they're going to tell you. Other creators are going to tell you have to go to shows. I'm not going to put it out that they're trying to be shady or anything, but I think it's the worst advice people give creators. Don't show up to shows until you have enough product to pay for those tables. One comic's not going to make you a table, and you're going to be taught to lie because you don't want to be honest that you're struggling. Let me tell you, I struggled for the first 2 years. I wasted money on tables because I wasn't ready, because I took other people's advices that you have to get out there. And one of the worst things they did when I was out there is they didn't get email lists, because I thought the government was going to shut down email lists because we're all so tired of email lists. Completely wrong in that one. That's egg on my face moment, because I would have gotten hundreds of signatures I don't have right now. But you live and you learn and you adapt. So that's why when I tell young creators, I'm being honest, don't go to a show by yourself. Team up with someone who knows what they're doing. Let them teach you. I mean, now we go to shows, even bad shows, and we can pull money. You know what I mean? We can pull sales because we've done it. We know we've made the eye-grabbing graphics behind us and the banners and all that, and it takes a while to learn it. So when you're a new creator, worry about creating your product. Get everything ready, and then be ready to go out there. You need at least 3 to 4 books to really make table.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's 3 or 4 issues of the same line. I don't care what it is. You'll waste your money otherwise. Use crowdfunding. And for right now, even just as a heads up, the Desire Index only asks for $250. That's all I need to print the book to sell it. Because when I get on the road, I'll flip those books. You take the money that you make, you reinvest it back into more printing it, you keep selling it. And remember, I can package this with all the other barber stuff. 17 people have made me $554. That's enough to get this book into people's hands, delivered to everyone. You don't have to make a lot of money on Kickstarter. As a matter of fact, I'm actually more afraid to make more money, Phil, than, believe it or not, to make less, because they're more money, more problems. People don't realize those little pins that they thought they needed to get 20 of, suddenly they need to get 150 of. And it's not what they thought it was going to be, because when they ordered it, it was Sticker Mule having the special deal. And suddenly they can't get that deal. And there's so many, like, T-shirts. I've known so many creators that hated T-shirts. I limit everything on my campaigns now, because you never know if you're just suddenly going to get viral overnight. And it has killed campaigns. You'd think people who make 20 grand would walk away with some money. Not really. Not when you're getting a lot of people buying things they did not expect. They did not negotiate. And I know creators who are like, I had to put $5 grand in. It was the only way it was really going to make sense. And then they had to make that $5 grand back. Now, luckily, those creators, I can report, made the money back because they had a solid product. And it worked out from the long run. But short run, do you have $5 grand? Do you want to ask someone to borrow $5 grand? Especially international shipping. You young creators, listen to me. Do not offer international shipping unless it is priced per location and priced with an uptick of 10%. I say that because you don't know what's going to change in just a month or two. And especially with now the printing issues we're having, it can take 6 months to print. We will get Cat Dad and Supermom out, which is fantastic news, because an ironic twist, we will have the Scoot version coming out in July. That was when our due date was for the actual Cat Dad campaign. Just a wonderful thing, but we will get all the Cat Dad out by the first week of May. We had a scheduled release in July. We did that on purpose because we knew the industry was suffering. We weren't going to put pressure on our printer. We were going to do this right, take our time. Got to be very patient, creators. And that's a great point that Phil brings up. Don't rush. That was the whole thing. Every creator I had, all the people I had looking up to me kept giving me horrible fucking advice. So I'm trying to give you all the advice that matters. I tell creators all the time, don't rush out to shows. Biggest mistake, rush out issue number 2. Get that second issue under your belt. Because this is the truth, and stop me if you think I'm wrong, Phil. Over 60% of the creators who have an issue number 1 will never have an issue number 2.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And I can honestly say to everyone, every one of my stories has had an issue number 2. That is something that all creators can say. And it's going to continue. When I started, I finished a story. Even the Monsters that does have a finished issue number 3, we're looking at what we're going to do with it right now, because we're just trying to figure out the best method for our fans to get that. And it'll come out. We'll finish that story because it was a trilogy. And it's always about getting the fans the things that they want. And ultimately, no one wants to get an issue number 1 that never has an issue number 2. You know, you better be writing issue number 2. If you're not, do shorts. This is exactly what the Continuum was created for. Short stories, pilots that let us look at from the creator point of view behind the scenes. We can hear the feedback. We go to shows. I can tell you who loves things. When we talk about Wolf and Fox, a divorced duo trying to learn to co-parent a city together, That stops people. They want to buy the comic and it's not even out yet. They're like, can I sign up for your email list? You get you good pitches, you get yourself going. So
Exactly.
anything to add, Demon?
I mean, the main thing is just it's a for lack of better terms, it's the basic selling technique, ABC, always be closing. So you're always working on getting more people out there. You always want to be, increasing that exposure level. Never be happy with what you've got. Never look at it going, I finally have 50 backers. I'm exactly where I need to be. I've made goal. Well, immediately in your head, you should be going, I made 50. Well, we're not over with yet. Let's shoot for 75. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit that number. And go ahead and put things in your campaign. Don't be afraid to put things in your campaign that say, we've hit this, we're excited. Let's go ahead, and the challenge is to go to this right here. If you challenge people with something like that, they will listen, because now you're making it interactive. It's no longer a one-sided event, it's a two-sided event.
Absolutely. Great advice. All right. And remember, you can change your video and your images up until the last minute of the campaign. And sometimes you do need to go in there the day you close, clean up some of the stuff that was messy, because once it closes, you can never change it. It stays the way it looks, guys. That's permanent. It's not like Indiegogo. You can't delete a Kickstarter. They keep that for record purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. The Absolver 1 through 3. You want to give this a look? We got 14 minutes just about.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Let's open it up. Go into it. Absolver 1 through 4. There's no video here, so we actually won't have anything to look at, but we can take a look at some of the images. All right, so we got, that reminds me of Martian Manhunter.
It does. Or either Martian Manhunter or Vision.
Yeah, because the Vision, the gray Vision.
Exactly. I mean, it's got some good art. I like the way it looks.
The art's good, compelling. I'm not seeing a lot of pitch, though.
No, it's like the art is speaking for itself is all that's being on there. And this is the 3rd issue.
Yeah. But, I'm new to this, so hook me.
Exactly. For the followers that have already been on there, that's great, because they're ready to hit the button anyway. But for new people that haven't seen us before, it would be better to have something that really hooks from the beginning, from 1, and then going into, now we introduce 3, and hit them hard with it. And that way they're looking at going, I can't do anything but hit the button.
And I like that they talk about the story, who's this for, but I would like to see big pitches, like right away, tell me. And instead they're talking about their comic line. This is ill-placed. This should be about don't give me an ad right at the beginning of a book.
That should be at the very bottom.
Yep. Yeah, give the pitch, and this is great art, and then the fear him and all this. See, this I would want to be more poignant. Really show this. Remember, it's great that you have a fan base. Your fan base is on your email list. You get to have those personal conversations with your fans through your email lists. This is for new people. This is the moment for new people more than your people. And you could even put in, you want to really do something special for your backers who have been with you, put a special reward that only they know about, a secret hidden reward that you don't explain, and it's just for them because they're part of your email list. Do that. Get them excited, because this looks great. And then I go over here, Caesar, and it does give me that, but I'm not seeing the pitch. It's giving me a paragraph. I want the pitch. Give me something to hit me right away, motivate me. And they do have both heaven and hell fear him, and they are right to do so. That's an interesting line, but if you had just followed it up, giving me just a little extra sauce after that, so I could like really fall in love with what you're saying, that would have been amazing. Like tell me why they're afraid of him. His body count, something. Give me more.
Exactly. It needs to be something else that just, really reels you in at that end.
Absolutely. All right. So we're going to go to, this one's new. I don't know much about it. You want to give it a look?
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. I hadn't seen that one on the list.
Smokes.
Yeah, whenever you said it earlier, I saw that one, but I hadn't seen it whenever I looked for stuff yesterday.
No, we just added this. This was just today, actually.
Okay.
Smokes the Fox and Weaponized Werewolf. It does have a video. I'm not sure if we can play the video, but I will put it in our queue. That's a great cover right there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. I think we have it downloaded. I'm trying to read, see if we have it. I can download it now. So we're going to download the video to play it for you, but that's a cool cover right there. That's funny. I like that cover. That cover makes me giggle. So let's see if we can get a pitch here. It's a Black Ops military operation creates animal hybrids with the help of ETs on the Colorado-New Mexico border. An intelligent hybrid fox Smokes escapes, putting the top secret program in jeopardy. Should the truth come out, it will plunge the world into chaos. Until then, Smokes is having the time of his life. So let's give these guys a view. See, hope no whammy. This might actually be the last one for the evening, so I want Demon Phil to wrap it up for us. Tell them where you can find them. So this might be it, but we'll see when we get back out. Let's see how long it lasts. I'll be honest, I thought that was a huge miss.
Well, I mean, it needed voiceover to really kind of drag you in a little bit more to what was going on. I will admit the webcomic style on there kind of had it where it was, you wanted to keep watching, see what was going on. The main reason I didn't whammy or anything is because I wanted to see where it was going. And then I saw that Mike Barron was one of the writers that was on there, which I've had him on my show as a guest a few times as well. And he's a very good writer. So it'd be interesting to see what that has to offer.
I just felt like it lost all the humor. Like it was talking about humor. We were supposed to see the humor in it, right? And then we didn't in that video. It fell flat. So I'm kind of disappointed in that one. But I think we have enough time to at least check out The Resistance, the definitive guidebook, which I think is really interesting. I've never seen a independent creator make one of these books before. So what do you think? Do you want to give it a look-see?
Yeah, we'll take a look at it and see.
Let's take a looky-loo here and see what this is all about.
You've met the outlaws of the Resistance and the bounty hunters from Hyperaction. Now learn the backstory of all the characters in one oversized book. The Resistance is an uncompromising strike force made up of alien refugees and human outlaws. Hyperaction features bounty hunters and the criminal underworld. Soon, both series will collide. But before they do, The Resistance, the definitive guidebook, presents the players with more than 40 all-new illustrations by some of the best artists Big Blue Comics has to offer. Each character is highlighted with a double-page spread, featuring their history, abilities, and important moments from the stories in a 48-page comic book. We also have some exclusives for this campaign, including the Resistance t-shirt, Polyxena #1 Variant Edition, and the first in a series of exclusive trading cards free with every physical reward. Whether you're a long-time fan or a first-time reader, there's something for everyone in The Resistance, the definitive guidebook. Order yours today.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to give them props on this because as someone that doesn't know what the Resistance is, never seen, the comics or anything, it does catch my attention on there. And I'm sure it would catch other people's to say, if you've never seen this, if you've never been involved in this before in this world, this is what it has to offer. I like that because then you start watching it and looking for the other things that are coming out. And then to add in the first of the trading cards on the different, campaigns that are coming out, and they had 9 of them listed up there. That for OCD people, me, that's one of those things that if you get started into it, you can't stop. So that's really smart that they did that.
I think that's awesome. I look for this guy. This is a great creator. I already backed it just to make sure I backed it, but I'll probably wind up getting the Resistance guidebook, maybe even the print copy, just because I think it's really cool. I think it's interesting. He's definitely caught my attention like you, and I think it's an interesting idea. All right, so we have just enough time to probably squeeze one in, so you get to pick one of these 3: Motor City Mo, Damsels of Distress, or Tales of Tesla.
Let's do Damsels of Distress.
All right, we're gonna download this. We'll give it a quick look, and then we're gonna let the demon take over and tell us where he can find us. And the art looks stunning in this.
It does.
The art is definitely fantastic. All right, and look at that art.
That is definitely a hook right there, just for the inside of that.
Yeah, I can see why it's already popular. I think this just got launched and it's already doing phenomenal. So Andrew's definitely got a winner on his hands. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video as we're running out of time.
Okay, for just the quickest video I think I've ever seen on Kickstarter, that was amazing simply because they rushed through all of those internal pages and everything. Were just flipped through there. They showed the different covers. It's enough to just have you sit there going, I've got to see more. I just need to see more.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear over that loud music that blew out my eardrums.
It was a little loud, yes, but it gets your attention, that's for sure.
No, it woke me up. Like, I'm going to play that for Jax tomorrow morning to get him to go to school.
There you go. That'll do it.
That was. No, kidding around aside, that was dope. Actually, I like that quick thing. Like you said, just that's a video that would make me stop and go, okay, this guy's serious. Like he's a shower and a grower. So he's putting it all out there. He's showing what he's serious about it. And like I said, this art has been amazing. Speaking of amazing, it's been an amazing time hanging out with Demon Phil with our new logo night and all that awesomeness. I thank him. I'm going to let him say his goodbyes, tell him where you can find it, and then I'll do a quick wrap up.
All right. So you can find me online under Phil Locklear on Facebook. I'm on there more than anywhere else. You can find us on Twitter for Dark Market. If you see where it says Dark, DARKE, Market, all together, one word, on Twitter. On YouTube, the channel is Demonation, DEMONATION, SINSATION. Demonation Sensation is the YouTube channel. You can find us over there. And I mean, you find us all over different social media networks. We're starting to really move around on there. You can also find us on darkenterprises.com is the actual business website. And be looking for some huge new things that are coming up in the works. Talking about in the next probably few months, some huge things are going to be changing within the company. So you do not want to miss out on that. And real quick plug, this Monday is the debut of my brand new show, Positive Influence, 8 o'clock Central on Monday night. You will have a couple of the creators that were here tonight, actually. Madeline will be on there, Christy will be on there, and 2 others will be on there. And it is only for current campaigns so that we can give kind of a real good push on there, talk about their campaigns in more detail, and try to get that exposure and those energy levels up there. So don't miss out on Positive Influence and check out the other shows. Appreciate being here.
Welcome me back. I hope you like the new format. I'm looking forward to hearing it off screen what you thought of this new way we do backer pause. And it continues to evolve and grow. We have our new logo. We're into this. Remember, last Friday of every month, we're going to be getting deep into it. Throughout the month, we'll do special things. We'll do the the tags only, the concepts. We're going to be doing everything. Make sure you subscribe to our comicbookadvocates.com TikTok channel, where all the campaigns are shown and given at least 15 seconds to shine. I thank Demon Phil for joining me tonight. I thank you all for watching. TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Good night. We'll see you in May.